morning, friends. We're so glad that you're with us this morning. I am in the big city of Berea, and I am at the Spotlight Acting School. We are here to see Mr. Chad, as the kids like to call him, and he's going to give us an exciting tour of the Playhouse today. Come along. Hi, friends. We are inside the Spotlight Acting School. My good friend Chad Hembree, or AKA Mr. Chad, as he is known. And so we'd like to talk to him today about the school and how it got started. Mr. Chad, how did the school get started?
Well, Spotlight Acting School was started in 2004, so we're celebrating 16 years.
Wow, that's exciting.
And we were started by a teacher from Madison County. Her name was Kathy Bettler. She was my mentor and a dear friend of mine, and she started the school after she retired from the school system. And we have continued to grow since then. We've had several locations. This is the largest one we've ever had. This one here is about 15,000 square feet. We have 2 theaters in here, a dance studio. We have our full set shop, costumes, a little over, well, almost 10,000 pieces of costumes. And we'll show you some of that stuff.
Ooh, I can't wait. Come along, friends. Let's go. Wow, kids, this is exciting. This is where it all happens.
All right, we just wrapped up a production of The Magic Tree House, and you see our tree house here, where we had Jack and Annie having all kinds of fun with Dinosaurs Before Dark, which was Mary Pope's first book.
Oh, I love that book, Chad. It was one of my daughter's favorites. Ooh, that's awesome.
Well, there's lots of material to pull from her with those 44 books she's put out so far, but this is the first one we've done of this one. We did do A Night at Dawn once before, so those are very exciting shows, and they're very appropriate for this age group. Yeah.
Awesome. Can you tell us about the sets? Now, kids, the sets are the things that are behind you when you're doing the acting, and someone has to build those. They don't just magically appear like the Magic Tree House. Can you tell us about the sets, who builds those, and how that works?
Sure, yeah, right now I'm leading the set team, but we've had several different carpenters over the years. This particular set's built out of things you would buy right down the road here at your local hardware store. Just 2x4s, and we just paint it to look distressed or to look like trees. And that's just flat wood back there. Sometimes we use cardboard. The leaves are really neat. They're actually made out of foam, and we just glued fabric to them up there.
Those look really good. I like those.
The big thing, though, is safety. Everything's got to be really safe and solid, yeah. So don't just throw it together and let it fall down. That's not a good thing.
No, that would not be a good thing, not for kids. So where do you get your actors, Chad? You can't do it alone. Where do you get your actors?
Yeah, we have a little over 180 actors enrolled in just before things had to slow down because of COVID-19. But now we're back up to just at 100. So we know we're going to grow again, but we had to shut down pretty much like everyone else for about 3 or 4 months there. Yeah.
Awesome.
Now this show was cast before COVID-19, so the kids had learned how to move and work together in a pre-COVID world, so we had to completely redo the show, and that's why you can see, I don't know if you can pan the camera to see these chairs. This is how we enforced our distancing. We had each child assigned to a chair, and we modified the script a little bit so that we did it as a radio show. And we had a Foley artist, so we come over here. So when the dinosaur eggs were cracking open, and you could hear them. And of course we had all kinds of other effects when the dinosaurs were walking.
Oh, cool.
So we tried to make it fun for the kids, even though they couldn't move around like they were used to doing. They still had lots to do, and the music was wonderful. So, we did wear our masks for the performances. There's so many people in here, it's just safer to have the masks on while we're performing. But we have mics that we could put on every child right in front of their face, so you really didn't notice the mask too much.
That is awesome. Now this room is also used for another purpose. I noticed that we have tables about the room. What else do you use this room for?
That's right.
Chad?
We built a completely modular theater. There is nothing in this room that cannot be moved. From the tables to the flooring, everything can be moved. So we can have dinner shows. We can do tiered seating like a stadium, up to 7 rows, believe it or not. We can seat over 200 people in here. That makes it really nice. But the tables are nice because we'll do murder mystery dinner shows about 7 times a year. Of course, we haven't done any this year yet, but we're looking to try to get one in before Christmas.
Those are awesome, really awesome. What about lighting and sound? Who does those things for you, Chad? Because I know you're a great guy, but I know you can't do it alone. It takes lots of helpers to do a production.
That's right, and I didn't do any of the tech for Magic Treehouse, believe it or not.
Wow.
All I did was come in and get on the ladder and hang the lights for them, and then they did the rest. I had 2 students, Noah Ramsey and Lily Ramsey, ran the tech for me, and they did a fantastic job. I can show you. We have these wonderful lights up here. I don't know if they'll blow the lens out or not, but if you can see, all the colors are in one light. Used to, when I first started Spotlight, or when Kathy started it and I was helping, we would have to get lights that were just white. And if we wanted a different color, what did we have to do? We had to go put a gel in front of it, right? Those gels are just clear plastic that has a color tint to it. It could be blue, red, whatever. And we were always up and down the ladder, trying to get the different colors. Well, these lights, I can make any color that I want to, anytime. And that is so nice. So we're gonna walk over here to the board and I'll show you.
So this is where it all happens.
This is
in the
it.
back.
This is the soundboard here. Now, when I say we run mics on kids, you saw how many chairs we have out there. So we can go up to 64 microphones here at this theater.
That's a
So
lot.
that's a lot of headset microphones. And this is where we control the volume up and down. All right. But this is that light board I was talking about. On here, you have all the colors that are in these, and the colors are controlled by red, green, blue, and white. So if I pull down everything but red, we should see, then look, I can go right to blue, and then white. And you have different shades of purple or whatever.
That is too neat. That is neat. All right, Chad, this is the end of that room. Let's go and see something else.
All right, we'll move on to the set shop where we build the wooden structures. All right, as you can see, it's pretty crazy back here.
This is, wow, this is really
And
neat.
just going around and pulling things out, it's pretty amazing to see the things you can find. For instance, right here is a stack of trees. We use these trees all the time, but you can see there's kind of like trees without leaves, and then these are like the fully shaped trees, and if you bring camera, you can see they're painted on the other side. Yeah. We have dozens of those that we use all the time. This big platform that's hiding right here, these wheels, once we get it out there, you build a set on one side of it, you turn it around, and it's another set on the other side. So yeah, the tools, everything is, like I said, we're actively building things right now, so everything's really dusty. You can see the sawdust. We have to clean this place out very often. And we recycle everything. Everything gets taken apart and reused at least 5 or 6 times before we can't use it anymore.
All right, where are we headed next, Mr. Chad?
All right, this is our tech storage. Right here, this is where we store all of our tech. You can see we just have dozens and dozens of lights. I'm going to show you one of those old lights I was talking about, and this is kind of funny. This light is the old style light, where we have to put a gel in front of it with a color and feel how heavy. See,
oh, wow.
Yeah, and you hang several of those in the ceiling, and you've really got something that would hurt when it falls. Now, these are the new lights. Feel how light that is.
Wow,
Doesn't
that's
weigh.
probably a third of the weight.
It's a third of the weight. And then, you see the size of this one, right? Just 3 years later, I got them down to this size. Feel that? A lot less.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't hardly weigh anything, right?
Oh,
Yeah, that's all right.
Watch me drop it.
The cord's hung on it. And then last year, the company contacted me and said, we made them smaller again.
Oh, wow. That is too cool. I
So,
love it.
Isn't that
And look
neat?
at all the little white lights.
So I'm keeping one of all this stuff because at some point we want a Spotlight archive of all the years that we've existed and the different technologies that have changed over time. It's amazing to think what we've went from a light that weighs done this big to this, and this does more than this.
You could have a Spotlight museum.
I would enjoy it. So anyway,
sure.
we play with all kinds of little extra things too. Like here's a little specialty light that's neat. This is a disco ball basically, but it does colors. We'll hang that on the ceiling and let it make the room dance. It spins and light comes out. Yeah, but now we're going to move on to props.
Now, Mr. Chad, tell us what props are. What
Props are things that you use, that you can carry, that you hold, or that you move around on the set. The set are kind of the fixed pieces or the large pieces that only change once a scene. Now we're really well organized with our props. If I need something, I can pretty much go to it and find it here. There's some weird things in here, and I even label it weird if it's something weird. But
we have the weird bin, kids. I love it.
Like,
what's in the weird bin, Mr. Chad?
Well, let's see. Jeannie's lamp is in the weird bin.
Ooh, cool.
And
now, what did you use that for?
A Western. We did a show where we had to have a strong person. Of course, that's just made out of foam. There you go. Look at that.
It's so light. Or I could make it look.
Make it real heavy. Yeah, you got to act. There you go. So then, costuming. Anything from the Hulk's fist there. Like I said, about 10,000 pieces. So you name it, and I could probably dress you up as it. We had some kids playing snails. So if you turn around to your back, see? Oh, you're a snail. Now, we organize our costumes by color. We've just found that's the easiest way, but you can flip through one color and find things from the 1800s, from the 1700s, from modern time to cartoons to whatever. I was trying to find one that's kind of elaborate. Here we go. Here's something Renaissance.
Ooh, I like that one. Yeah. I love the velvet. Beautiful. All right, where are we headed now, Mr. Chad?
Here we are in our other theater. This one's called the Hall. Right now, it's set up for filming. So you can see there's some lights up there. We were filming some music videos. But everything we're doing in here is for our film school right now. Because of COVID, we just can't put very many people in here. Normally this theater would seat about 106 people on this tiered seating.
Would you call this a black box theater?
Both of them are black box theaters.
Both of them are black box
Yeah, but
theaters.
this one's not modular. Those seats don't move unless you really want to sweat. But in there, it's very easy to move things around. Last two places I want to show you, we can walk through the lobby and talk about it briefly, but I want to show you the radio booth.
Awesome.
Right? One thing that happened, we hear a lot of negative things over the COVID-19 and the things that have kind of changed, but there's been some really good positive things. Two things. Our film school is larger than it's ever been because people are doing film stuff, so that's really cool. And we had enough interest to start a radio broadcasting school, and we've been doing dramatic readings, we've been learning how to be DJs, and because of that, we were able to get our own fully licensed radio station. So this is Spotlight Radio in here.
That is so neat, Chad. I love it.
And it's on the air right now. On the internet, you can get to it that way through the web, and we're having our grand opening for it in September, so people can be watching for that.
Ooh, can't wait.
Yeah, so we're really excited about it, and we can talk about that some other time.
Well, Mr. Chad, we have had a wonderful time with you today. Where are we right now? It looks like we've come back to where we started.
That's right, we're in our lobby, and we are so proud of our lobby. It's a really big space, and it was such a social hub for people for several years, and we hope to get back to that. But we're open throughout the week, and students can come here and do their work or hang out together or play games, board games. Just a nice place to be.
Well, Mr. Chad, we are so glad that you let us come and gave us the tour. We are so thankful that you did that for us today. Can you tell our kids maybe how they might come and sign up and be a part of Spotlight Acting School?
Yes, we have our STARS program, which is basically the school part of Spotlight Acting School. That we have classes every Saturday and Monday afternoons after school, Though that is where you learn all the nuts and bolts of theater, tech, acting, dance, singing, whatever. And if one of those things isn't your thing, that's okay. At least you know how it works. You will find something that you're going to like. And the STARS program we're really proud of. We have about 38 students enrolled right now, and it's growing and growing. After that, we also have productions that we teach through. The next one coming up is Sleeping Beauty, which auditions on the 12th, I believe, of September. And that's for ages 4 to 9.
Wonderful. Is there a spot on the internet where they can find you?
Yes, spotlightactingSchool.com. That's where everything is. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Chad. I would shake your hand, but I don't think I should do that. But thank you very much. We so appreciate you and what you do here at Spotlight Acting School for our community and for our students. We do appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for coming out to see us, and you are welcome back anytime. And kiddos, do something creative every day.